guys! Welcome to my first ever YouTube virtual vlog. So for today's video, I will be sharing my experience and what to expect on the test day of OET or Occupational English Test. So disclaimer, this is purely based on my own experience only. I took mine in Singapore. So let's start. The test starts at 8 a.m. but I arrive at 7 a.m. thinking that I have plenty of time. But I was wrong. There's a long queue going to the locker area and another long queue going to the registration. When you arrive at the test venue, you have to go directly on the second floor and queue to the locker area. There were few test takers outside, but you have to go inside to queue. At the locker area, you will leave your bag, mobile, review materials, and watch if you are wearing one. By the way, you can wear your jacket. I didn't bring one because I thought it's not allowed. So yeah, you will be given a number to be able to collect your bag after the test. On my case, my husband was with me, carrying all of my belongings including my food. He was sitting on the waiting area at the lobby near the lift and stairs. You will then be directed to queue again to register. The staff will check your passport and then take your photo, which will be used on your statement of results. The staff will tell you which room you're going to take your listening, reading, and writing test. Mine was on the 4th floor. So this is the good time to go to the toilet as you cannot leave the room during the listening test. You can request to go to the toilet during the combined time for reading parts B and C and the writing test, but not during the first 10 or last 10 minutes, and you will not given any extra time. If you leave the room to go to the toilet, your identity will be checked again. When it is time to go into the test room, you will be asked to find your desk. An invigilator will check your ID document again, which is your passport. We were asked if we want to go to the toilet first before she let us enter the room. If not, take your seat, put your stationery, water bottle, and passport on your desk. By the way, here's my clear plastic pencil case with my passport, 2B pencils, sharpener, and eraser inside. And you don't have to worry about the time because there's a clock at the front of the room which you can refer to during the test. So when everyone is seated, the invigilator will read out some general instructions about the test, such as not speaking, not copying other students' work, etc. There were 2 invigilators. The other one is basically for technical stuff like checking the headset and the audio. This is the best time to fit and adjust the volume according to your preference. If there's an issue, just raise your hand. The listening papers will be given out. Everyone has a personalized paper, as shown here, which have your candidate number, name, profession, venue, test date, and profile photo printed on the front. You need to check the information and sign the front to confirm it is correct. Our invigilator keeps on reminding us to sign. So again, sign. Once everyone has done this, the listening test will start. You can complete listening part A using pen or pencil, but you must mark your answers for listening part B and C using a 2B pencil. The invigilators will also explain the instructions. All you have to do is to focus, forget all your worries. Just do your part and let God do the rest. If you miss one number, forget about it and just continue. If you still have time, go to your unanswered item and just make a wild guess. Better than nothing. At the end of the listening test, you will be told to put your pens and pencils down and the papers will be collected in. This process will be repeated for reading part A and then parts B and C, which are completed together. Like listening, reading part A can be completed in pen or pencil, but reading parts B and C must be completed in pencil or your 2B pencil. The invigilators will tell you when you have 5 minutes left for each part, so don't waste too much checking out how much time is left on the clock. Just focus. The same process is also repeated for writing. The writing papers will be given out, and then again, check the information and sign. The invigilators will remind you that you cannot write anything at all during the first 5 minutes. They will tell you when you have 10 minutes or 5 minutes left. By the way, there's a blank or scratch paper that you can use to write your ideas temporarily. You have to transfer it afterwards. Otherwise, you will not be scored. So it's up to you whether you want to utilize it or write directly on your answer sheet to save time. I suggest to leave at least 15 minutes to transfer your letters or else you will not be able to finish it. Because on my case, since I am nervous, I can't even move my fingers. So don't worry, on my next video, I will be sharing my lesson learned tips. So yeah, after the writing test, you will leave the test room. If you still have time before your allocated speaking test, you will be able to collect your bag from the locker area and have some snacks. You have to go back as soon as possible because you need to register again for speaking sub-test. My speaking schedule was 1 p.m. so I didn't have to wait that long. On my case, since I have my husband with me, who was sitting at the lobby, after the writing test, I immediately went down to eat my snacks and went to the toilet as well. So, if you have time, just go to the toilet, drink, and eat something, and try to get some fresh air if possible to refresh your brain. So last is the speaking test. When you go into the room for your speaking test, the interlocutor will greet you and then start the recording device before they check your identity. You will be asked a few questions to help you to relax, but don't worry, these are not assessed. You will have to verbalize loud enough your test number and your full name for recording purposes, so it's better to have your test number ready. You will be given your first roll card and 2 to 3 minutes to prepare before the 5 minutes speaking time starts. You will not be able to see the time during the test, so continue talking until the interlocutor asks you to stop. This process is repeated for the second roll card. So my tip here is try not to be intimidated by the interlocutor. Pretend that no one is listening to you and just keep on talking and be confident. Talk loud and clearly. At the end of the speaking test, you will be directed to collect your belongings from the locker area and leave. Remember, you should not speak to any candidates while waiting to complete your speaking test. So yeah, that's it. Time to relax, focus on NMC application and CBT while waiting for the result. I will be creating another video regarding my review tips and strategies on how I pass my OET and CBT on one page. So stay tuned! Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for new video updates.